What is going on, guys? Welcome to my channel Koaywood. My name is QDS Danny, and I'm gladly announcing of a new playlist in my channel called Tech News, where I can bring you guys up-to-date technology news from around the world. As you all know that at Koaywood we are committed and working hard to bring you guys the best programming videos. So we have decided that we can offer the tech news as well. So that's why we have started this new playlist where we are going to update all of you with new and up-to-date technology news that is happening around the world. Okay, so first thing first is that Charlie Hebdo, which is the French satirical magazine, which making fun of you name it, from every holy religions to everyone, all the world leaders around the world, including the very important dignitaries, important leaders. So they disrespecting everyone from, say, religions, every religion around the world, all the way to whatever they like, except themselves. They're the ones who don't want to offend their own, say, community or their own subscribers, or, for example, their own French whatever leader. So I don't know which world they live in, and they pretend that everything is fun around them. So they are making fun of everyone and everything around the world that they do not like. All right, so today we have very important news from Microsoft and from Reuters that Charlie Hebdo has been hacked. So, according to Reuters, an Iranian government-backed hacking team allegedly stole and leaked private customer data belonging to French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo, security researchers at Microsoft said on Friday. The magazine was hacked in early January after it published a series of cartoons that negatively depicted Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. The caricatures were part of the media campaign that Charlie Hebdo said was intended to support anti-government protesters in the Islamic nation. Representative for the Iranian and French government did not immediately respond to requests for comment. A press officer at Charlie Hebdo said magazine had no comment on the matter for the moment. And Iran also publicly vowed an effective response to the insulting cartoon and summoned the French envoy in Tehran, while also ending activities of the French Institute of Research in Iran and saying it was re-evaluating France's cultural activities in the country. So this is the Reuters news. So the hack and leak targeting Charlie Hebdo was part of the wider digital influence operations with techniques matching previously identified activity linked to the Iranian state-backed hacking teams. The Microsoft researchers said in a report. The group responsible is the same on the U.S. Department of Justice official earlier identified as having conducted a multi-phase campaign to interfere in the 2020 U.S. presidential election, Microsoft said. Iran denied the claim at the time. So here is a group. This group of hackers, according to Reuters and Microsoft, they are called themselves Holy Souls, or Neptunium at the moment. I don't know if it's Neptunium or Holy Souls, but they're very famous as Holy Souls. So amid Iran's criticism of the Khamenei cartoons, the group of hackers calling themselves Holy Souls posted an online forum that they have access to the names and contact details of more than 200,000 Charlie Hebdo subscribers. So guys, think 200,000 of say Charlie Hebdo, that's a lot of people. In the past, in their post, they said they would sell the information for 20 bitcoins. So what's the 20 bitcoins according to Reuters is $470,000. And the sample of the leaked data, which we're going to show you guys in the next video, we're going to show you guys the video. We have the video of this leak of these Holy Souls, which is the Iranian nations, and which they hacked this Charlie Hebdo. So as you guys know that Charlie Hebdo, as I said, that this French satirical magazine, they have, you can say in simple words, they have no respect for anyone around the world, anyone, and they think making fun of everyone and every religion is fun and is freedom of speech. But the only respect they have is for their 200,000 Charlie Hebdo subscribers. So I've never seen that Charlie Hebdo comes in and publish say this 200,000 that is subscriber. They have subscribers. I never seen that Charlie Hebdo comes in and make caricatures of them. But every now and then you're gonna see that Charlie Hebdo goes around the world and making fun of religion, of the world leaders, whatever the leaders they dislike, and whatever the leaders that they are not in good terms with the French policies and French government. So they're, for example, they're not going to go there in Germany, or they're not going to go in the United States to make fun or make caricatures of the, say, important leaders, or even French. They don't go there in making fun of French people, but because Iran is against against France, and they're not in good terms with Charlie Hebdo. So in order to support the anti-government protesters in Iran, they are making fun of the Iranian leaders. So it's just not just Iranian leaders, but from around the world, every leader that they dislike. And when the protest comes in, they call it freedom of speech. So the freedom of speech is a term that they use every time that there is uproar, or every time that there is a criticism against them. They hide behind freedom of speech. But now they don't realize that the world has been changed. The world has changed. They are living in a digital world. So according to our analysis of this website, charliehebdo.fr, they use a WordPress. They use a WordPress, as when WordPress is PHP, uses PHP framework for the entire structure. Okay, so, and I'm gonna show you guys the analysis. If you guys want the analysis of this website, we're gonna show you. I'm show you guys the analysis. But at the moment, because it's a big, massive hacking of the Charlie Hebdo site, which is this guy is here, by the Iranian hackers calling themselves the Holy Souls. And this sample of the leaked data is authentic, and that's verified by the French newspaper Le Monde. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So the information obtained by the Iranian actor could be put the magazine's subscriber at risk for online or physical targeting by extremist organizations, the Microsoft researchers said. To amplify their operation, the Iranian hackers used Twitter accounts with fake or stolen identities to criticize the Khamenei cartoons. Two accounts impersonating Charlie Hebdo editor and technology executive also posted the leaked data before Twitter banned them, Microsoft said. Alright, so now we're going to come here at the Microsoft, and you can see here, this is the Microsoft site. That's a Microsoft logo. Iran responsible for Charlie Hebdo attacks. And that's also, Microsoft says exactly the same things as same news as Reuters. Today, Microsoft Digital Threat Analysis (DTAC) is attributing a recent influence operating targeting the satirical French magazine Charlie Hebdo to an Iranian nation state actor. Microsoft calls the actor Neptunium, which has been identified by U.S. Department of Justice as eminent Pasagrade. So in early January, so this happened in early January, and according to Reuters that announced this, that have this news, they have hacked and ready to publish the 200,000 subscribers of the Charlie Hebdo for just you're going to see here for just 20 bitcoins, and that 20 bitcoins is $470,000 according to Reuters. So here is Threats Hub, and Threats Hub is a website that also monitors all this hacking and all this information hacking and all this tech news. Iran-backed actor behind the Holy Souls cyber attack on Charlie Hebdo. That's according to the Microsoft. So a recent attacks where a threat groups calling itself Holy Souls accessed the database belonging to the satirical French magazine Charlie Hebdo and threatened to dox more than 200,000 of its subscribers was the work of Iranian state actors Neptunium, Microsoft said on February 3. So the attack appears to have been a response by the Iranian government to a cartoon contest or the Charlie Hebdo announced in December, where the magazine invited readers from around the world to submit caricatures ridiculing Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei. Results of the contest were then to be published on January 7 and the 8th anniversary of the deadly 2015 terror attack that on Charlie Hebdo in retaliation for publishing cartoons of Prophet Muhammad that left 12 of its staffers dead. Alright, so and now Microsoft also said that it determined Neptunium was responsible for the attack based on the artifacts and intelligence that researchers from the Digital Threat Analysis Center (DTAC) has collected. The data showed that Neptunium timed its attack to coincide with the Iranian government's formal criticisms of the cartoons and its threat to retaliate against Charlie Hebdo for them in early January, Microsoft said. Okay, so following the attack, Neptunium announced it has accessed personal information belonging to some 230,000 Charlie Hebdo subscribers. So now, according to Reuters, is 200,000 Charlie Hebdo subscribers, but I think it's more than that because Reuters may have some not full information about the news, but according to what Microsoft saying is 230,000 Charlie Hebdo subscribers, including their full names, phone numbers, postal addresses, email addresses, and financial information. Financial information, we say like credit card information, because once they credit card, when they enter their credit card, they subscribe, say a monthly fee or yearly fee, whatever the Charlie Hebdo requires. So the threat actor released a small sample of the data as proof of access and offered the full tranche to anybody willing to buy for 20 bitcoins, or about 340,000 at the time, Microsoft said. So the information obtained by the Iranian actor could be put the magazine's subscriber at risk of online or physical targeting by extremist organization, the company assessed. A very real concern given to Charlie Hebdo fans have been targeting more than once outside the 2015 incident. So many of the actions that Neptunium took in executing the attack and following it were consistent with the tactics, techniques, and procedure TTPS, which is technique with the tactics and techniques and procedures that the Iranian state actors have employed when carrying out influence operation, Microsoft said. This include the use of hacktivist identity holy souls in claiming credit for the attack, the leaking private data, and the use of fake or stock puppet social media persons to amplify news of the attack on Charlie Hebdo. And this website again aids the threadshub.org. For instance, following the attack, two social media accounts, one impersonating a senior French tech executive and the other an editor of the Charlie Hebdo, began posting screenshots of the leaked information, Microsoft said. The company said its researchers observed that the fake social media accounts tweeting news of the attack to media organization, while other accused Charlie Hebdo of working on behalf of the French government. So the last but not least is Neptunium's TTPS reconnaissance and web searches. So the FBI also described group's MO as including the first stage reconnaissance and potential targets via web searches, and then using the result to scan for vulnerable software that the targets could be using. In some instances, the objective may have been to exploit a large number of networks, websites in a particular sector as opposed to a specific organization target. The FBI has noted in other situations, imminent would have been attempt to identify shared hosting services. The FBI analysis of the group's attack showed that it has a specific interest in web page running PHP code, as I said to you guys before, and because this website using the WordPress, and the WordPress is written in the PHP code, just like a Facebook, because WordPress also runs on a PHP and Facebook also runs on a PHP. So the FBI analysis of the group's attacks showed that it has a specific interest in web pages running PHP code and externally access the MySQL's databases. Also of high interest to the group's WordPress plugins such as Ref Slider and Layer Slider, and websites that run on Drupal, Apache Tomcat, CK Editor, or FCK Editor, the FBI said. When attempting to break into target network, Neptunium first verifies if the organization might be using default passwords for a specific application, and it tries to identify admin for login pages. It should be assumed that Eminent may attempt a common plain text password for any login size they identify, the FBI said. Alright, so what we learned from this one is that first to begin with, Charlie Hebdo uses the WordPress, and you guys gonna see here according to Visualizer, so it uses the WordPress, and you're gonna see here is WooCommerce also uses WooCommerce, and here is all the blogs and WordPress. You're going to see here that uses also Cloudflare, which should be very secure, but at the same time it uses Microsoft, it uses the MySQL, and you're going to see here that it also uses the Google Tag Manager. Yes, JavaScript library, jQuery. But the one thing that Neptunium uses, according to FBI, that some of the layers, say for example this guy is here that moves, these sliders move, they have a default password, and some of these programmers here at maybe Charlie Hebdo, they forgot to change the passwords of these say plugins, because this WordPress have thousands and thousands and thousands of plugins. Say for example, if there is if if you want to move, say for example this slider, you need a plugin. Say now here, if you guys look in here, that there are a lot of here there is Charlie Hebdo.France, there is CDN here, Ajax Google APIs. That's fine, they're using for Ajax because they want to interact, they want to have a responsive database, and Cloudflareinside.com. Cloudflare should be very secure because the cloud security company, and Google's Tag Manager, they also use Google Tag Manager. Alright, so this is the news. This is the up-to-date tech news as just happened today, and the group called Holy Souls, they have hacked this website when they hacked 230,000 subscribers of the Charlie Hebdo. And as I said, that the Charlie Hebdo has been accused to be to working on behalf of the French government to dehumanize or demonize the parties or the governments that are against French government, say for example. But to be honest with you, they never go there and make fun of say Macron or his wife, or the founding fathers of the France, or the people who died for the France in the World War II. They'll never go and make fun of them, or they make a caricature of them. They go according to them. They use a very good term, freedom of speech. They hide under the freedom of speech. They go and dehumanize, they go and insult. I'm repeating again, insult other religion, other communities, other leaders, other people with different languages for their own goals. And French, I'm not into politics, but according to what I hear, French has been involved in Iran for a very, very long time. So I'm not taking sides of anyone's here, but what I can see here, because we are a computer programming channel, so we are not in a political channel. We're not going to go according to what politics they play. But the news is here that Iranian government is responsible. They call themselves the Holy Souls, responsible to hack the Charlie Hebdo magazines. Alright, so in the next video we're gonna go, because the video is getting too long. In the next video I'm gonna show you guys the actual video that the Holy Souls posted, and to making and they have shown every whatever proof they have, all the subscribers. They didn't show the actual names of the subscribers, but they show very blurry that they have that big massive data sets of 200,000 subscribers. Alright, of Charlie Hebdo subscribers. Alright guys, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.